We're back online and we wanted to share a couple quick articles with you today. Before we had some homegrown grass-fed beef burgers, and I think we're having some homemade gluten-free buns, and they are incredibly delicious.
And, very much so. So what are we talking about today?
So in lieu of our grass-fed beef dinner, we're going to be talking about them putting the bugs in the food. We've done a lot of different, I just said food.
The food.
Putting the bugs in our food. And we've done an article on the Beyond Meat, the meat substitute that bleeds. And so I thought it'd be really interesting because...
which is poison, by the way. Yeah. I mean, it's not even, yeah,
it's toxic and it's rat poison.
Yeah.
And it bleeds because... vegans want fake meat that looks like real meat that bleeds.
Which there are a lot of vegans out there that I know of that don't want to eat that garbage too. Also,
many vegans have commented and said, "Of course, I'm not going to eat that
trash.
It's toxic."
Yeah. So we see that.
And then some of the gov bots on there are like, "No, this is yummy. I lost weight eating this delicious stuff." But so
such a lie.
There you go. So let's
we're going to jump into it.
Our screen. Jump into it.
Thank you all so much for joining us.
Thanks for joining us.
And if y'all are rewatching it, thank you all so much
for the rewatch. So the first article, we're going to do two articles. The first article comes from Natural News, and this is about them putting crickets in the human foods.
Yummy.
So be careful when buying health food, as some corporations have already begun quietly adding cricket flour and other insect-based ingredients to the product labeled sustainable and nutritious. One company called Actually Foods, and I will point out the irony, like, that's actually food? Yeah, it's actually food. But it's not. So they called it Actually Food because they're mocking us. That's actually food? You can eat that? No, you can't, but we're going to sell it to you anyway. Okay, so Actually Food is now selling a cheddar cheese puffs product. Here's the other thing. No cheddar cheese product is good for you with or without crickets.
Yeah, exactly.
Then there's that, okay? But the product, this is what's happening with all these weird replacement products is this stuff is not good for you.
Period.
Whether it has crickets in it, whether it's organic, it's super processed. And the product, which comes from Canada, is labeled using the terms nutritious, sustainable, and delicious. The cheddar cheese puffs product from Actually Foods is also branded as being high in protein because it's powered by crickets. The suggestion being that crickets are superfood. It turns out that Antomo Farms, the parent company of Actually Foods, is on a mission to make cricket-based foods the first choice for individuals interested in high-quality, sustainable protein. Make crickets great again. Okay.
Just like this hat right here.
The company offers an entire line of products with cricket ingredients, including cricket protein powder and whole roasted crickets, both in regular and organic. Exo Protein's Savory Meal Bar is another food product that contains cricket flour as a protein source. Competitor Snowpiercer likewise offers, and look, I didn't see the movie Snowpiercer, but it's a dystopian movie, and it's very strange how they embody, just like the Soylent Green stuff that you buy in Walmart, that's the protein shake. They embrace this dystopian stuff and they put it on the label and they mock you right to your face. It's kind of, it's postmodern, post-truth. It's unbelievable, but it is Idiocracy. Another movie that I haven't seen, but I'm familiar with the storyline because we're living it. Okay. So competitor Snowpiercer likewise offers a cricket protein bar that is marketed as a health food product. Globalists will gorge on meat while their human slaves are forced to eat bugs. Another creepy brand called Human Improvement High, like you got to be high if you want to eat their food. The branding of which is reminiscent of the film Soylent Green, offers a cricket protein powder that contains crazy fiber and other unique ingredients.
Yummy.
It's crazy fiber. And you'll have crazy diarrhea. Now, the company claims that it's insect powder, and then you're gonna have this group of people that are going to be like, why are you guys mocking this and making fun of it and laughing? This is serious.
Yeah.
Come on. I mean, you have to mock the stuff.
for
You have to
real.
laugh at it. It's insane.
Insanity.
And it's being foisted on us. We have to laugh. It's that crazy. And it's absolutely real.
It's nuts.
This company claims that its insect powder is an actual whole food that is great for muscle and does not cause bloat. It aims to be a replacement for whey protein from goats and cows. Then we have Hoppy Plant Food chocolate chirp cookies, which are labeled on the front of the package as containing 3 times protein compared to regular chocolate chip cookies, because processed packaged chocolate chip cookies are so good for you.
So why would I want 3x protein in my cookies? Like, what's up with everybody putting protein? Like, why would I be like, oh, I'm going to buy the protein
Why would you want
cookies?
some gross, processed, hard, crunchy cookie anyway? Crickets or no crickets, What is not apparent from the front of the package is the fact that chocolate chirp cookies contain cricket ingredients that are not prominent upon first glance. This is one of the more deceptive brands that appears to be trying to hide cricket ingredients from customers. Robert's Bakery in the United Kingdom also offers a cricket bread loaf that contains dried, ground up cricket carcasses in the flour. The result is a lovely, tasty loaf with a crunchy finish. Wow, I'm going to literally puke here. As we reported, crickets are also now on the menu at some public schools in Wales and other country that has been co-opted by globalists from the World Economic Forum, which is behind the cricket push. The world's population will reach 9.7 billion people by 2050. This means that despite only 4% of arable land remaining available on the surface of our planet, an additional 2 billion more humans will have to be fed, the WEF wrote in an article published last year.
Not really.
In order to address this impending crisis, world experts and leaders will meet this autumn at the UN Food Summit and then the COP26. Often overlooked in these discussions is the potential role insects can play in helping meet this challenge. Self-appointed elitists like WEF's head Klaus Schwab would never stoop so low themselves as to consume crickets and other insects. No, those are for the peons, the human slaves whom the globalists see as cattle. Hence the push for the masses to eat bugs. And that's why they're putting it in this disgusting processed food like hard, crunchy chocolate chip prepackaged cookies. And, it's junk food and they're making it junkier and they're coating it and branding it like it's healthy. But real people that understand real foods don't eat this trash to begin with. Yeah. This is being force-fed to the brain-dead masses, unfortunately. It's just like a Famous Amos cookie. I mean, have you had a Famous Amos cookie? They're disgusting. They're hard. They're prepackaged. They're made out of trash, and they're not good for you at all. And so if you replaced it with cricket guts, it's still going to be terrible. All the talk about bugs being carbon friendly is climate deranged nonsense and deception to corral the human herds into sustainable meat-free future. So I wanted to jump from this article over here to Fox News, and we're not Fox people, but I found this article very interesting, and this is actually a published piece from Fox, and they're commenting on a CNN piece, which is even more interesting. But we've linked both articles below.
Yep, in the description.
A CNN climate piece arguing that pets and their meat-heavy diet. Of course, why are pets? Why do they have a meat-heavy diet? Because that's the way they were created and designed. The same way the humans were created and designed. And the reason that a meat-heavy diet is beneficial is because it's nutrient dense. And just like with grass-fed beef, these herbivores can eat this unedible product like, grasses and range grasses and these different things, and they can concentrate it into a very nutrient dense, vitamin dense, mineral dense product that we can consume in much smaller quantities Lots of guys talk about this all the
Oh, yeah.
time. I don't
Yeah.
have to rehash this, but it's this bizarre dystopia. You know, they say you'll own nothing and be happy. They don't even want you to own pets because, you know, your
The
pets.
t-shirt.
Yeah. Check out our newest t-shirt design. You can't even use your pet because your pet's a meat eater, you know,
Yep.
and in this collapsing demographic and in this, honestly, most countries populations are collapsing.
Ours is, the U.S. is.
The
Yep.
US,
Everybody,
China,
pretty much.
and all these different all of Europe, all of the Netherlands,
Yep.
their real population is collapsing. So other than creating all these world wars and creating all these people that are fleeing from, you know, where they're dropping democracy on everybody. That's the only reason that some countries' populations are growing. And I don't get off on that rabbit trail either. But they don't even want you to have a pet. They want you to feel bad for having a pet.
Mhm.
And now most Americans like their pets way more than their kids because their pets are loyal, and people stop having kids. They have their 1.2 kids, and they have a dog and a cat or 3 dogs. And I meet all these people that are saving all these animals. And I know somebody that has a dog rescue with HVAC housing for dogs with cable TV. And these people are spending hundreds of thousands of dollars a year on dogs. And
Dang.
but now they even want you to feel guilty about doing that because these dogs and cats they eat a meat heavy diet.
So what do we need to do?
The piece offered ways that owners can reduce their beloved animals' carbon paw print. Oh, that's so cute. Who thought of that? I mean, that's some great marketing. That's so cute. You need to reduce your beloved animal's carbon paw print. This is Bernaysian stuff, y'all. This is serious 1984 newspeak. It suggested pet owners reassess their pet's diet, offering lab-grown meat and insect-based pet foods
Yummy.
as a potential option for them. The article also recommended making sure that pet products such as leashes, bags, toys, and bowls are recyclable, and also advised that potential owners may adopt smaller breeds to minimize climate impact. They want to regulate the size
Oh my word.
of the pet you have, and they're going to do it in the name of climate change. It's like this, all the stuff they did 2 years ago over the coffee cough, right? And they're like, oh wow, that's cool. Hey man, most people in society are kind of stupid, so we can get off this climate change thing and just literally control everybody and tell them what to do. And pretty much, you know, the masses are going to be like, yeah, cool. Trust the science. Though the piece was written last month, the outlet shared the piece on Twitter Friday, causing a stir among users. The piece opened with the statement, our 4-legged friends don't drive gas-guzzling SUVs or use energy-sucking appliances, but that doesn't mean they don't have a climate impact.
Of course.
In fact, researchers have showed that pets play a significant role in the climate crisis. What's next? They're going to get us all to eating crickets, and then they're going to explain how crickets fart methane.
Yep.
And then, well, now you're just going to have to eat nothing. CNN pointed to the products we buy for them that contribute to the climate crisis, specifically their food. So they don't want us to eat. They don't want our pets to eat. The article stated their meat-heavy diet is the biggest contributor to their carbon paw prints, which requires an abundance of energy, land, and water to produce. And their production of pet food emits huge amounts of planet-warming gases. Citing a 2000, they will blame anything and everything.
Yeah, for real.
And they'll never blame the military-industrial complex. They'll never blame the bomb, and all that nonsense. They'll never blame all the nukes and the potential nuclear stuff that may or may not happen.
Okay, so they're going to say that these dog food plants and stuff like that are emitting all of this garbage into the air, right? Okay, but they're going to take those same plants and then just swap it around and make bugs in there and just swap a couple ingredients around. well, then it's still producing this harmful gas.
1
You know,
million%.
that's the thing.
They're made in test tubes and laboratories.
Yeah.
All of these products are made in gigantic factories.
We live in clown world.
And these gigantic factories run on fuel, oil, coal, gas. These same plants will be running on oil and coal gas to produce our cricket cream and our plastic protein sludge and all that stuff. And the hypocrisy, the duality, the sophistry, the mental reservation that goes into this entire process is so bedazzling and mind-numbing.
It's nuts.
That it
is nuts.
Okay, so
here we go.
Feeding dogs and cats creates the equivalent of around 64 million tons of carbon dioxide. That's roughly the same impact as 13.6 million cars on the road. So the point is when it comes to your social credit score, if you have a pet, it's going to count against you. So it's just, this is why you need to own less and have less and do less and can be able to spend less.
So you can't have kids now. And now you can't even have pets. So there you go.
You will own nothing and be happy. You're welcome. It added that if our furry friends formed a separate country, it would rank 5th in the global meat consumption behind China, the U.S., Brazil, and Russia, according to UCLA professor and author of that study, Gregory Oken. Thanks, Greg. So bidding farewell to your best friends is not the answer, CNN said. It's not the answer for now. Owners just need to minimize their pets' environmental impact. One recommendation was to alter pets' diets. The piece describes some new food developments on the market that are worth looking into, especially for dogs, including lab-grown meat. In addition to that, there are insect-based pet foods, which are nutritionally complete and are starting to come on. Is nutritionally complete. Is that like safe and effective? Nutritionally complete. Is that like safe and effective? Like safe and effective? You know, like safe and effective, like FDA approved, like USDA grade A, like safe and effective, like beef in America, like beef packaged in the USA. Another recommendation offered was making sure necessary items, including toys, bowls. Did I read this already?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
They need to be recycled. It also advised not buying wasteful accessories for pets like costumes. Well, thank you. I mean, at least finally something in this drivel that I can agree with. Please, and we have pets, y'all. Don't buy your pets costumes. That's creepy and weird. And I think it's a great recommendation. Lastly, the article recommended potential owners to adopt smaller pets for a smaller carbon footprint. Oh, now there's a general rule. Check this out. The general rule is that larger pets will have.
Man, this is like Kamala Harris.
Saying this. It is. It really is.
So large pets, guess what? They make large climate impact, but the small ones make small.
The large ones are large, and the small ones are small. So
no way.
So there you go, y'all. I hope
it literally says it too. It straight up says it.
That is nutter. Woo. Oh, I apologize. I never shared the other article I was reading.
No, you did.
They're both. I never switched screens.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Dang it.
So definitely check out the articles if you want to.
Oh, my word.
Your head to explode. And it's unreal, y'all.
It is nuts.
It's so unreal. And you have to laugh because it's unreal. And it's hard to believe that people print this stuff, whether it's digital or not. And then people actually read it and believe it with any type of credibility. It is fascinating. And that's where we're at, y'all. Do you have any updates or announcements or anything we need to announce?
Not that I know of, but the studio is getting very close to complete. All of our audio equipment is coming today. So this will be going away, and we will be, Lord willing, in a very nicer environment also. So
yeah, and it'll be we'll have a nice backdrop, and we'll be all like semi-pro,
So,
all that good stuff.
yeah, we'll be trying. So thank y'all so much for hopping on today. Please go check out our t-shirts, especially this one. You will own nothing, eat Z-bugs, and be happy. And what else do you got?
Make Orwell fiction again.
Make
because
Orwell
we
fiction.
are living in a dystopian 1984
We got out
world.
over 40 orders today. So we worked our butts off for like 3 hours straight. And so y'all's orders should be coming out very soon, within the week, if you've ordered. And thank y'all so much for all y'all's support. Just for y'all viewing this video and watching our stuff.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Remember to subscribe. Remember to hit the notifications.
Hit our join our Rumble channel. Links for that down below. If you're not signed up for Texas Mom's backup channel, our backup channel or Texas Mom's channel.
Yeah, Mom's going to be making a video soon.
It's coming out soon, y'all.
Lord willing.
All right, Lord willing. We'll see. We're trying to real Texas Mom's mom is in town.
Our grandma's
so
down
that's
for 4 days.
So that's gonna maybe slow down the potential of her making a video. But don't give up, y'all.
Alrighty, y'all. See y'all later.
See you on the next video.
Have a good evening. We're gonna go eat some burgers.